The national anthem by the musicians of Sister Nivedita University. I request Sri Sudhanshu Shekhar Rai to please felicitate His Excellency, the Governor of West Bengal, May I request Sri Tridip Chatterjee to felicitate the Honorable Education Minister, Sri Bratto Basu. Mr. Raju Burman to felicitate Mrs. Nandini Chakraborty. Welcome, Your Excellency. Welcome, Sri Bratto Basu, to the Kolkata Book Fair and to the inaugural program of Kolkata Literature Festival. We will start with a small ceremonial lighting of the lamp. Yeah. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Sri Bratto Basu. He is the chief guest for this program. May I request you to please give a speech to the audience? Yes.
Good afternoon. Shubho Aparanno. On dais, His Excellency, the Governor of West Bengal, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose, Madam Nandini Chakraborty, Principal Secretary and Secretary of Jovbon, Sri Sudhanshu Shekhar De, President, Publisher and Booksellers Guild, Sri Tridip Chattopadhyay, Honorary General Secretary, Publishers and Booksellers Guild, other distinguished guests in the dais, friends from media, other eminent guests, ladies, gentlemen, and discovering book lovers. I am immensely happy and proud to be here at the inauguration of the Kolkata Literature Festival at Kolkata Book Fair today. I personally thank the Booksellers and Publishers Guild for inviting me here. I also take the opportunity to thank and welcome His Excellency Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose for graciously agreeing to inaugurate the Kolkata Literature Festival. I am sure that all of you present know that Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose himself is an author of the highest acclaim. I had the fortune of going through some of his writing pieces. One short story in particular, Street Flower of Chaurangi, Chaurangi Rastar Phool. depicting the life of average Kolkatans, the story amazed me. With its intricate details and underlying pathos, I am sure that His Excellency, being an eminent author himself, sir, you will find the flavor of Kolkata Book Fair different from all others in terms of literary maturity of the Kolkatans. It is this discerning readership that makes this fair unique and charming. Now, with the kind permission of His Excellency, I will revert to my mother language, Bengali, in which I am sure that most of our audience will be more comfortable. আপনাদের সবাইকে স্বাগত জানাই। আপনারা জানেন কলকাতা বইমেলা কলকাতা তথা বাংলা সাহিত্য রসিক মানুষদের প্রাণের মেলা, মনের মেলা, হৃদয়ের মেলা। এই মেলার ঐতিহ্য এবং বৈশিষ্ট্য এই মেলার অংশগ্রহণকারী সমস্ত সাহিত্য রসিক পাঠক পাঠিকারা। একই সঙ্গে কিন্তু বাঙালি পাঠক বিশ্ব সাহিত্যের রসাস্বাদনেও পিছিয়ে নেই। বাংলা সাহিত্যে যেমন রবীন্দ্রনাথ থেকে মানিক বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায় বা বিভূতিভূষণ সেই অবধি তার গতায়াত বা আরও উত্তর 50, উত্তর 60, উত্তর 60, উত্তর 70 এইসব বইগুলিও আমাদের বইমেলায় যথেষ্ট সমাদরের সঙ্গে আদৃত হয়। দীর্ঘদিন সাহিত্য পাঠের সঙ্গে সম্পৃক্ত থাকার সুবাদে বলতে পারি, বাংলা সাহিত্যরসিক পাঠকের মনে জায়গা করে নিতে পারা সত্যিই অত্যন্ত কঠিন এবং গর্বের। বাংলা তথা বিশ্ব সাহিত্যের লেখকদের লেখা বাংলার পাঠককুলের কাছে সুচারুভাবে পরিবেশন করার কাজটা আমাদের এই বুক সেলার্স অ্যান্ড পাবলিশার্স গিল্ডের সদস্যরা দীর্ঘদিন ধরেই অত্যন্ত দায়িত্বের সঙ্গে পালন করে চলেছেন। আমি তাদের আন্তরিক সাধুবাদ জানাই। কলকাতা লিটারেরি মিটের মতো একটি অত্যন্ত উঁচু মানের সাহিত্য সভার আয়োজন করার জন্য তাদের আরও একবার ধন্যবাদ জানাই। আশা রাখি বাংলার বাঙালি এবং বাংলার সাহিত্যরসিক পাঠকদের কাছে আপনারা আরও অনেক ভবিষ্যতে উপহার নিয়ে উপস্থিত হবেন। I will now conclude with my heartful thanks to you all. I am sure that you are all eager to, as am I, to hear from His Excellency, an author, an eminent author, Dr. C.V. Ananda Bose. সবাই ভালো থাকবেন, সুস্থ থাকবেন, সবাইকে অনেক নমস্কার।
Thank you, Sri Basu. We are grateful to you for coming to this occasion as chief guest. We would now like to invite Your Excellency to deliver the inaugural address.
Distinguished actor, writer, Minister, Sri Bhatya Basu, Sri Sushant Shekhar, Sri Tedip Chatterjee, Sri Raju Barman, and my esteemed colleague, Principal Secretary Nandini, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. It gives me immense pleasure to be here for the inauguration of the Kolkata Literary Festival in a land where book is more favored than bread. Gandhiji said, before a hungry man, even God can appear only in the form of a bread. We revere Gandhiji, the Mahatma, the father of the nation, and what he says is undoubtedly the eternal truth. But here in Kolkata, here in Bengal, things are different. I become nostalgic about a story of Rabindranath Tagore, which I happened to read when I was a young boy in Kerala. The story is titled The Household, Bride's Household. There is this young man who visits the household of his would-be. He is very much impressed by her parents, by the household. Everything is compatible, everything is agreeable. But on the way back, Professor Shastri, who accompanied the boy, he tells the boy, it's not worth marrying from that household. Why? Because there are no books there. The young man becomes like Shakespeare's Hamlet, to be or not to be, whether he should opt for the bride or the book. But a typical Bengali that he is, imbibing culture more than anything else, finally the boy decides to prefer the book, not the bride. That is said that before a hungry Bengali, I don't think there is any hungry Bengali, let there be not. If there is a hungry Bengali, and if he is told, do you want the book or the bread? He will choose for the book. That is a place where this literary festival is going to be held. There is a great message in this, how a good book is made. A good book, Milton says, is a precious lifeblood of a master spirit. A good book is a precious lifeblood of a master spirit. And Francis Bacon says, some books are to be tasted, a few to be swallowed, and some to be chewed and digested. Yes, how is a good book born? Of course, my colleague Pratya Basu, who himself is a writer, will have his own formula. Every writer has his own formula. But I would say, a good book, to write a good book, you should be a good human being. Yes, only good human beings can write books. We have ever so many instances of spontaneous writing. About poetry, Wordsworth said, poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. Yes, it is. The first poem, Adi Kavi, Valmiki, who was a nomad, who was a hunter, who was a savage, how did he start writing? He suddenly, at the spur of the moment, the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. Ma nishada pradishtam tamagama shashwati sama yat kravincha midhanam avahi kamam avahitam. The first poem is born. A true poem is born out of life. Hudson says, great books are born out of life. There is no literature which has no life in it. And what do you write a supreme poem? We speak about supreme poetic utterance when Kalidasa compares the love of Shiva and Parvati to the relation between word and meaning. That is supreme poetic utterance. Coleridge speaks of three levels of imagination: primary imagination, secondary imagination, plastic imagination. The Bhagavad Gita. What is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of death? Who is a perfect man? Arjuna asks Krishna, Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha, Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha, Samadhistasya Keshava. Then the Bhagavan gives interpretation of who is a Sthita prajna, the steady mind. The steady mind is one who is not moved by pressure or pain, one who is not moved by anger or fear. He is a Sthita prajna. I think the ultimate objective of all learning is that all books are nothing but a reflection of the great book called life. Writing books is important, but reading the book of life is more important. I think that is a message which this literary fair gives. We have great masters. I remember, in my own humble way, as Bhatya Basu said, I also write a little bit here and there. When I was a district collector, we had a great editor, Dr. N.B. Krishnavarya. He asked me, Collector, you speak well, why don't you write? I gave him the reply, sir, I am hard pressed for time. With a smile in his face, this great editor told me, if you want to be a writer, you need to have the mind. If you have the mind, time will come to you. Which is very true, isn't it? Look at the great men. Take Chanakya, for instance. Chanakya was a philosopher. He was a strategist. He was a professor of political science. Not only that, he was a warrior. He led armies. He ruled kingdoms. But Chanakya is remembered not for any of these things. Chanakya is remembered for the great book Arthashastra, which he has written. Take for instance Vivekananda. Take for instance Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Take for instance Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. They were all busy men in their own right. But they had the mind. Once you had the mind, the writer will see that time comes to him. Every literature, every piece of literature is first born in the mind. Everything. It is first born in the mind, then only born on paper. That is why Matthew Arnold has said that all books are conceived and composed in the mind. All books are conceived and composed in the mind. Look, for instance, the present Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi. He's a moving Prime Minister. When the Prime Minister moves, the whole nation moves. When the nation moves, 135 crores of people move. Still, he has found time to write books to encourage the new generation. I had the good fortune to release his book, Exam Warriors. And now that is igniting the minds of young minds, millions of young minds, which shows if you have the mind, time will come for itself. Yes, the moving finger writes, and as they say in Rubaiyat, the moving finger writes, and having writ moves on. The great book of life, that is what one has to learn. Time and tide waits for no man, we say. But time and tide waits for the writer. Time and tide waits for the writer. Do you have any doubt about that? That is why the poet Donne has said, death be not proud. Even death stands still in front of art. Art transcends time. Art transcends death. That is the beauty of art. That is why millions and millions of people flock to the book fairs all over the world. There is an affinity. The book of life is there. The written book is nothing but an extension of the book of life. I do not want to take more of your time. I would like to present before you, as a humble writer, an experience which I had, a discomfiture which I had. I was in the Indian Administrative Service before I took over this position here. I was a district collector. There in the district, we had an interfaith conclave, something like the, World Parliament of Religions, which was there in Chicago. What was written was, Chinmayananda's flight is delayed by 1 more hour. Please speak on. So I started speaking. Dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. That is scene number 1. Scene number 2. I happened to be in New York after addressing the UN General Assembly on housing, my favorite subject. I was relaxing in my hotel. I get a call from India. An old lady is on the line. She told me, is it Dr. Bose? I said, yes, ma'am. I need your help, doctor. Please tell me, how can I help you? Doctor, I am not able to sleep. I need your help. I thought maybe it's a mistaken identity. They would have thought that my doctorate in me, she would have mistaken I'm a medical doctor. Then I said, ma'am, I'm not a medical doctor. I know everything about you. I went through the Google and found even latest position is there. Dr. Bose, I need your help. I said, how can I help you, ma'am? See, told you I'm not able to sleep. I said, do you have hypertension? Yes, I have hypertension. Are you in the habit of taking barbitons or barbiturates or any sleeping pills? Yes. Probably, ma'am, you may not have taken it, forgotten to take it. That may be why you're not getting it. No, I took all the barbiturates, but still I cannot sleep. You have to help me, doctor. I said, tell me, what can I do for you? Dr. Bose, do you remember when you were district collector, You gave a speech on dialectical materialism and the essence of Indian philosophy. Yes, yes. Oh, half a minute after you started that speech, I started sleeping. Can you repeat that speech once again over phone? Before you say that, gladly I inaugurate this festival. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.